I believe that the KFC will get that countdown because Azael did shut his mouth, so everyone knew that I was doing the countdown right there.
That just hurts my feelings. But we do see Taku is going to be stealthing in here.
You're weak.
Who is he going to open up onto? We'll have to find out. Right. Yeah, go for it, Conrad. You got this.
There is a flare down, so it's going to be rough for Taku. Obviously, he wants to get a sap off. Maybe he'll wait. That's what we were looking for. There's a Zerker Rage. The Warrior unable to pull Taku out. I don't think he actually cast any of those shouts to knock someone out, though. But, wow, they got so close to Taku right there. You guys couldn't see that, but Taku was incredibly close to being seen. He waits for the Zerker Rage to fall off, and now he's going to get opened up on right now. A UA already coming out. He gets the spell instantly. He does get the Corruption up, but then he reapplies those dots almost instantly. Really nice job by Dakkroth this game. A spell reflect coming from the Warrior. He doesn't reflect anything really, though. I think he might have reflected like a Fell Flame or something like that. But Flubbah dispelling another UA, but another UA gets right back up. Look at Dakkroth this game, man. He's owning. He knows what he has to do, and he's doing it.
This is exactly what you have to do. You have to be already recasting UAs before they get a spell. We see that swap over onto Braindeadly, taking a ton of damage down to 50% HP. There's a trinket already out of Flubbah on that blind. He's used his Racial as well. No Tremor Totem available either. Now popping that Spirit Walker's Grace. So a lot of cooldowns being used here. There's the deter from Braindeadly already. And Taku is popping that Shadow Dance. We do see more and more dots coming into Dakkroth. Great job. He's getting that pressure rolling. Shawir's in a lot of trouble. There's a CS onto Flubbah. Might Shawir just go down? There's the last stand and the Rage Regen. There's a Hex. I think it was NS onto Flubbah, and he can't get out of that. So even with this shield wall, I think he might just die.
Yeah, he's down to 12%. He actually gets sap because he intervened the sap onto Flubbah, a Spirit Link coming out. One thing that we noticed was Taku threw down a bomb, but that's 2 bombs that people have just walked out of. I think maybe he tried to smoke bomb the Spirit Link right there, but it wasn't really doing much. Flubbah's in a lot of trouble, though. He does still have a Nature Swiftness, but he's down to 40% with full dots on him and a Rogue tunneling into him. He does not have a Haunt, but, he still might actually die. Look at Taku actually line of sighting Braindeadly so perfectly, and this is going to allow Dakkroth to also get dots up on the DPSers while the Rogue sits on the Shaman. The Shaman does have Earth Shield on himself. Now it looks like he's probably going to be putting it on the Warrior as he is kidney shotted. A nice Spear onto Braindeadly. Flubbah's going to have to dispel that, but actually comes a little too late. He had to sit that full, and now Shawir is still in a lot of trouble. 70% health. Not many dots out for Dakkroth right now, but I think that might be because he's DC'd.
Do they all just DC? No. Taku's having some internet problems, sadly. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen with this, guys. But Taku is having some internet problems, I guess.
So lame, man. Like, I don't know.
Yep, not much else to say about that, really. It's pretty shitty. I don't know. I mean, I assume this game's going to count, unfortunately, but maybe we're going to be able to delay the series and go to the other one or something. I don't really know. Those are pretty good shows, man.
Yeah, man. I do what I do. Alright, here we go. KFC versus RLS. Game 2. RLS did have a disconnect loss last time. Hopefully no more interference at all. But you see Taku. Well, you guys can't see. I can see. Okay. Taku is currently jumping in the middle of the bridge. Braindeadly sitting in the camo. Flubbah stacking his Ancestral Vigor onto his teammates and himself. Looks like he's mainly stacking it on Shawir, though. Taku just jumping around still. He loves his spacebar key, man. He presses that thing like crazy. It's probably wearing out. He actually had to get a new keyboard because of the spacebar key. And now the eyes are up, but they cannot use them for a little bit. Dakkroth did jump into him.
Some insightful commentary so far from Conrad.
Well, man, it's the start of the game. I'm not. I won't ask you to commentate this stuff. I'll do it. I'll take the bad stuff.
You got this. You got this.
All right. Throwing that healing wave out onto himself as his Glyptic. Really throwing a Riptide. There's a camo by Braindeadly and open up on a Shawir. It's actual real action now. He's getting the dots out instantly, and Flubbah dispelling that UA. Steady shots coming out from Braindeadly. As I'll take it away.
Yeah, okay, man, I got this. Now that the real stuff has begun, we do see that charge. It's going to hit both Glyptic and Dak attack. We see the throwdown onto Dakkroth. He's going to have to trinket that. Throw up the Soul Link. I guess he forgot that. There's a scatter trap coming out. It's going to land full on Glyptic. Is he going to trinket? Looks like he wants to sit. Dakkroth did jump down, so he should be okay to do so. Taku was stuck in that intimidating fear, but he is going to re-stealth out of it. Unfortunately, popped out by Braindeadly with that flare, and it looks like they're just going to go hard onto the Rogue Silencing Shot onto that Shaman, and Taku has jumped down below. But I mean, it's kind of a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, this is looking tough, man. This RLS, they're actually about to kill a second pet. They did kill a first pet earlier. He's going to have to soul burn that one out. Maybe pet killing is going to be their strat this time. Shawir stuck in a full kidney. Dakkroth really getting the dots out. Nice job there. He throws up a Curse of Elements as well. We don't see Dakkroth actually using his curses all that often. That's something I've noticed about him. If it fades, he doesn't really reapply it. He needs to be on top of that, and hopefully he will be this game. But now Taku getting hit in a full beatdown right now. Vanishes away. He tries to eat the trap, but Glyptic is going to have to sit that full. Dakkroth porting right back up. Nice job there. Taku on the opposite side, though. They're really split up right now. This is not a good position, but actually Dakkroth jumps down, and he actually, he leveled that out pretty nicely.
There's a shout out from Taku. Dakkroth did get pulled off on a Shawir. He's down to 50% HP. He is going to have that UA, the corruption, and there's the blind onto Flubbah. Looks like he just wants to sit it, but I don't know if I agree with this because he could fall quite behind. There's a shield wall used by Shawir. There's full dots on Braindeadly as well. There's a scatter onto Glyptic. Is the trap going to land? No, it's going to be a frost trap instead, as his teammates were there to eat it.
That's risky, man. They just, instead of Flubbah trinketing, they had the warrior use shield wall. So that means that even though Flubbah doesn't have a trinket, does have a trinket, Shawir can't shield wall at the end of a smoke bomb or something like that. I don't know if I agree with that trade in cooldowns. It's pretty risky. We'll see if it pays off. Dakkroth stuck in a stun right now from that warrior. I heard a redirect go out, and it is onto Braindeadly, the hunter. He doesn't have any dots on him right now. Flubbah is stuck in a hex full. Braindeadly at 50% now. Throwing out a freezing trap onto Glyptic. He eats it full. Braindeadly gets death coiled into a Howl of Terror. Flubbah trying his best to pick him back up. Looks like he's going to juke that spell lock. That was a juke for sure. Braindeadly throwing another scatter onto Glyptic. And now Taku taking a lot of damage, man. He's at 29%, but Shawir's also taking a lot of damage, down to 22%. Dakkroth draining life, and the warrior is trying to get away at 3%, up to 28%. Flubbah has to use his Spirit Link right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's because he sat through so much CC. He sat another full hex, and he's being really kind of ballsy with that, but I guess he's just so scared about the swap to him, so he's trying to conserve those cooldowns. We see a full throwdown onto Taku. He's going to trigger that immediately. Healing Surge is coming out of Glyptic. The mana is really hurting a lot more for Flubbah here. A big swap onto Braindeadly. He's going to have to trinket that smoke bomb, get out of there with the deterrence. So both smoke bombs have been used. That's key to note. They are going to be a lot more comfortable now that's gone.
That was really good right there. Taku taking a lot of damage though, man. He's going to have to throw a redirect. Looks like he's going to redirect onto Braindeadly again. He doesn't have another deterrence. Or no, I'm sorry, he does. He has a readiness deterrence. I don't think he's going to use it just yet. Taku's still taking a lot of damage, man. 12% HP. A scatter onto Glyptic. Looks like he's going to get trapped as well, and Taku's going to fall. I don't see Dakkroth getting a kill on his own here against the Shaman healer as a Warlock.
Yeah, there's no way. They're just going to leave. So it's all tied up. 1-1. Or no, Dakkroth DC'd, so it's 2-0.
Pet. Gonna whip out his monkey, I would assume. That sounds bad. Whip out his monkey. A sap onto Flubbah. A flare from Braindeadly.
I would have said whip out your monkey in the last couple days, if you know what I'm saying. But Dakkroth is going to be the target. He's down to 80% HP. Glyptic trying to heal him up. Is there going to be a silencing shot coming in? It's actually on Dakkroth. They're going to swap over onto Taku. He's going to jump down to the bottom as he was spiked down to 50% HP.
Yeah, Taku taking down 67% HP right now. None of them can eat the trap, actually, so Glyptic's going to get that full. Dakkroth doesn't have a lot of pressure out right now. Flubbah did just dispel a UA, though, but Dakkroth needs to get something started, man. So many times we see these melee trains just hit the Warlock, and he can't really cast anything. Dakkroth's sitting in a full throwdown right now, and he doesn't have any dots up, so this is trouble for him, man. He did decide to trinket that. He does get some dots up, but they had dispelled again. And Dakkroth's pet is actually pretty low. It's at like 20%, 14%. Then there's a big fear right there. It does get tremored. An evasion from Taku, and Dakkroth need to get some pressure rolling.
Yeah, Taku did eat that trap out. That was scatter trap on Glyptic. There's the Shadow Dance pop. They're trying to get something going, but as you said, not much coming out right now. They do have a kidney shot onto Braindeadly, but he's just going to disengage back. He's just sitting on the top, doing the damage that he can. hitting whatever pops into his LOS right now, and he's doing a good job of it. He's just kiting back. They're putting a lot of pressure into Taku, who has no evasion. I'm not sure if he still has his combat readiness. I do believe he does. Flubbah's going to catch a UA to spell there, throw down his Manatide. There was a full trap onto Glyptic, which was forced to be trinketed because Taku was so low.
Yeah, now Braindeadly has a lot of dots on him, and then I guess he shadow swapped them, or soul swapped them back onto Shawir, but then they get dispelled again. He's sitting at 52%. He throws a beatdown onto Dakkroth. Dakkroth is going to be taking a lot of damage. He actually had some great spread pressure for a moment. Braindeadly feigning death. Looks like he's going to probably try and go for a scatter trap here in a second. Dakkroth just caught a huge NS right there, and a Hex on the Glyptic. He doesn't have a trinket. Maybe they're going to switch onto Taku. He's down to 54%. He's just going to run behind this pillar, and then a scatter onto Glyptic, and a cheap shot onto Shawir. He is going to trinket Taku down to 1%. He has to Spirit Link Totem. Gets picked right back up. What insane burst from this KFC, man.
Yeah, I mean, Flubbah still has his NS, he still has his trinket, he still has that Spirit Link as well, but Shawir is dipping, so he has to be careful. Last Stand and Enrage Regen have been used. Dakkroth, though, 30% HP. He does have to life tap as well, so he's in such a bad spot. There's a Silencing Shot on that healing wave from Glyptic. He's trying to go for another surge. He does land that one. It's going to crit, top Dakkroth back off. So Dakkroth, should be okay for now. Flubbah isn't in a Hex, but they're just going to kite back and make it, not very useful. And in the meantime, they will kill Dakkroth's pet once again.
Yeah, he did have to soul burn another one. He actually life tapped back up to full mana because he knew he would be safe. So that was actually pretty smart looking ahead for that late game. But there's another beatdown onto Dakkroth from this Warrior. The Warrior is sitting a cheap shot into a kidney shot full. He doesn't have a trinket. The only people that have a trinket are Dakkroth, Taku, and Flubbah right now. Glyptic probably going to eat a full trap, but Dakkroth actually ate it with a port back. That was really nice placement for Glyptic and Dakkroth's port, and really good communication. Braindeadly sitting in a cheap shot, full dots on him, full dots on the Warrior now, and now here we see another Shadow Dance, man, and here's a bomb. This Warrior's going to take a lot of damage right here. Flubbah runs in, gets death coiled right out of it. Maybe another Hex onto him. Really great CC chain, and there's a Tremor Totem to break that Intim Shout from the Warrior, but then there's another Shield Wall from the Warrior. He's at 22%. Flubbah gets, I think that was yeah, he did juke that, so that was just a blanket onto him. He's running while casting, trying to get behind this pillar and pick up his teammate.
I think he actually LOS'd himself
he did.
on that end of that heal, though. That was kind of a mess up. Shawir is going to be picked up regardless. He's up to 90% HP now. Taku's taking a lot of damage. Glyptic has, once again, a significant lead in the mana. He has Silencing Shot on that heal. Taku could be in some trouble here, down to 50% HP. There's the charge. Is any interrupt? Muggy stun on that healing surge. Taku's still quite low, but with this kiting, with the use of the boxes, he should be okay. And this is what I was talking about. RLS going for this long game. They're just winning on mana. Unless Flubbah can get a drink and his team can play defensive, looks like they might just be able to tap him out.
Yeah, it's a rough situation. Fortunately, NS did come back up for Glyptic, but his Spirit Link is actually 3/4 of the way cooled down, so they look like they'll be okay for now, unless there's some insane burst come out with an incredible CC chain. But you can see Shawir actually heroic leaps right back to his pillar. Looks like Flubbah's going to go for the big drink, and now they're all going to run over there. Taku looks like he shadow stepped in to Fan of Knives the Shaman right back out. The Shaman, Flubbah, is incredibly low on mana, and he keeps dispelling those UAs, which is going to mean he's going to have to throw himself a Riptide on occasion. But Shawir taking a lot of damage in a kidney shot with absolute full dots on him. There wasn't a Shadow Dance used, so they could actually, maybe Shadow Dance Garou
Flubbah just got shocked. I mean, he did to fake the CS, but he got shocked on that, and Shawir's in so much trouble. Flubbah has no mana left. He can't do even a casted heals. All he has is mana for Dispels and Riptides, but Manatide does come back up. Are they going to get over there and kill it? They need to do so. Looks like Taku is targeting that Manatide. He's going to take it out, and Flubbah is just so tapped on mana now. So as long as RLS can keep the pressure up, there's the Death Coil onto Shawir. He's not going to trinket it, but down to 25% HP. There's the fake on the shock by Flubbah. It doesn't even matter. He has no mana to cast.
They're actually splitting DPS right now, and I think they should just go for one target, because if this Shaman gets a Riptide going on each target, they're not really going to land a kill. They need to connect on one with off dots on another. Glyptic is having to sit a full Hex right now. Taku did just get another opener onto the Warrior. The Warrior did end up trinketing that, and he's popped some damage cooldown that I don't know the name of it. He's at 38% right now. Braindeadly using his freedom, and now the Warrior's at 17%. He's going to get his enraged regen, a scatter shot onto Dakkroth, and there's another Spirit Link Totem from Flubbah.
Look at Glyptic's mana though. He just tied it. He's at like 80% mana against what, like 10%, 5% mana here from Flubbah. So it's going to be pretty tough. But there's the Shadow Dance coming out of Taku. He's going to be going hard onto Braindeadly. But a big Howl of Terror does come out as well. So Dakkroth is finally going to be able to get some of those dots rolling. He needs to get that pressure going. He needs to just pull back, just PvE on whatever it is in his line of sight. Make sure that the Shaman can't get away with just these Riptides. He needs to have full dots out on as many teams as he can.
Yeah, Flubbah needs some way to get mana back, man. He's actually going for a drink right now. That's definitely what he needs, but if he gets sapped off of this, that's going to be really bad. He does get in combat, actually, so there was going to be no sap. Nice job there, and he's looking all right on mana for now. He was surviving with almost no mana for like a minute and a half there, so with this mana, he's probably going to play more conservatively, realize it is going to probably be a mana game. A Death Coat comes out for Dakkroth onto the Warrior. Shadow Dance is coming up in 5 seconds. Looks like Taku's going to start pooling that energy. I'm sorry, as I say that, he actually cast 4 backstabs in a row, so maybe not. But Braindeadly has no dots on him, man. He needs to get some spread pressure rolling. Glyptic throwing Healing Winds, really mana conservation play from Glyptic right now. There's not a lot of pressure coming out from this KFC. They need to get something done.
Yeah, they definitely do need to get the pressure rolling, but it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do on Taku. He has no trinket. He's into that full throwdown. A lot of damage is coming out. There's a scatter shot onto Glyptic. He trinkets that trap, but the trap was actually on Dakkroth, so I think he just triggered the end of the scatter. Taku is going to have to pop his evasion regardless. He's still in some trouble, in not the best position here. Flubbah is going to use that Gifted Nara with a Racial. He's going to be able to top Shawir back off with that really powerful hot, and we'll have to see what they're going to be able to get done. They did live through all that time where Glyptic had the massive mana advantage, and because this RLS wasn't able to capitalize on that, Glyptic is now low on mana, but Shawir's caught into a full Hex, and his Shaman is rather, and he's down to 30% HP, so the Warrior could possibly die here.
Yeah, he's got to kite away. You can see him trying to do just that. As I say that, he charges right back in, and there's a smoke bomb, and he just walks out of it again, man. So many times I've seen this rogue throw down a smoke bomb, and the player just walks out. But does it even
matter because Flubbah's full blinded? If he gets sapped off this or something, is there going to be a sap coming in? It looks like no. NS does land on Shawir, so he will live for now. Taku could be in some trouble. He's at 50%. She catches a big heal from Glyptic. Looks like he'll be okay for now, but there's an MCS on the Flubbah. Did it land? No, it did not, so he's going to get that healing surge off. No, but it's bombed. It's bombed. So he does sleep out. He's going to be able to get back behind the pillar. The last stand does come out from that Warrior.
Yeah, and, there was something really notable right there, which is that throughout that blind, they actually threw down Taku, so he wasn't able to get the sap. But here comes a dance. The Warrior decides to trigger the cheap shot, but he's down to 15%. Looks like he's probably just going to die anyway, as Flubbah is going to have to sit this full Hex. He does not have a Spirit Link for another, 3 seconds, if they can somehow survive until that point.
Shawir has the Rage regen up, though. He's kited away. There's not enough dots. He is going to survive. Great kiting by him. Nice defensive play. And, as you can see, both teams are quite low on mana. Shawir is going to pop that running while casting. He's going to get over here, get that G-heal down. Spirit Link actually coming out of Glyptic.
Yeah, that was really rough pressure right there for Dakkroth, man. He actually had to trinket something as well. Taku's still at 50%. It looks like they're just hitting whatever doesn't have Earthshield, and that's really smart to do. Earthshield doesn't cost the most mana, but if you have to swap it over and over, it's really inefficient for that Shaman. And Flubbah doing a great job dispelling this game, but he's actually going to have to sit a full Fear. I don't think he has a Tremor Totem for it.
He does, but there's no pressure coming out, so he's just going to save it, actually. He's going to have to trigger that Hex, though, because Braindeadly's in a lot of trouble popping that Deterrence down to 40% HP. So, maybe he should have been able to Tremor because he could have been able to possibly save his Trinket. Shawir, though, is now going to be the target. They're going to stop over on him with the cheap shot. Kidney shot following that up. Dots need to go up on him from Dakkroth, and indeed they do. So Dakkroth, though, is caught in the throwdown, but it was just defensive. It was just to stop some of the damage against Shawir. It looks like he just wants to kite out of here. He does pop that Retal onto Taku, but so far, not much going on.
Combat readiness from Taku right now. He knows he's going to take a lot of damage. There's a Scattershot trap onto Glyptic, but it does get eaten or grounding or something like that. But Shawir's still taking a lot of damage. Dakkroth taking a lot of damage too. A cheap shot onto Shawir, a blind onto Flubbah, and it looks like Shawir is almost guaranteed to go down here unless a miracle happens, and it does. Somehow the blind broke. What happened? Did you see?
I'm not sure, honestly, but there's the link and the NSUs from Flubbah. Braindeadly does hop in. Dakkroth down to 30% HP. He gets charged. The NS coming out of Glyptic wasn't that effective. There's the Storm coming out here from the Warrior. It does get dismantled by Taku, though. Flubbah, once again, completely tapped on mana. He's just been struggling for so much of this game.
Wow, man, I can't believe they survived that. There are actually no dots from Dakkroth right now. He needs to get some up, but, you know, being trained, it's incredibly hard. He's actually wanding right now, which I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe he was locked out, but there's a scatter onto Glyptic. Looks like they're going to try and eat the trap, but okay, looks like it did get eaten just fine. Dakkroth at 55, Shawir with full dots at 57. Greater healing wave coming out from Flubbah. He doesn't have a trinket, by the way, so if he has to sit up full fear, could spell trouble. Shield wall was used very recently by the warrior, actually, and he's at 35% health. I don't think he has enraged regen for another half second or so, or I'm sorry, for another 15 seconds or so, but I don't think he's going to live till then, man. Another Hex onto Flubbah, gets out of it, a scatter shot onto Taku, beat down onto Dakkroth. This is insane pressure going all over the place. It's really back and forth.
Yeah, Flubbah's mana is pretty good now, though, and Glyptic is completely tapped. He is going for a drink, though, and it doesn't look like they can stop him. There is a heroic leap from the warrior. He's going to get back onto Dakkroth, and Dakkroth might just go down here. He is charged. He's at 20% HP. He needs to catch healing surge, but he gets silencing shot on it, and Dakkroth is going to go down. So that's going to be the 3-0, even falling here on sewers. They're just going to leave, not able to kill Shawir for the trade.